Hello everyone. The today's topic is conditional probability and independence of events. So let's start. Conditional probability. Conditional probability. Let's see its definition. Suppose we have two events. Let A and B and B be two events. B two events defined on sample space omega, defined on sample space omega of random experiment of random experiment then suppose we have the two events A and B, they are defined on sample space omega. Okay, then conditional probability of A given B, then the conditional probability of A given B denoted by probability of A given B and it is defined as, and it is given by probability of A given B. Okay, we write this as, this is the notation of probability of A given B. So probability of A given B, it is defined as probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B, okay, where this denominator probability, it should be this denominator quantity, it is greater than 0. Okay, and obviously this probability of B is always greater than or equals to 0. Okay, but it should not be 0, it is greater than 0. Similarly, we can define probability of B given A. Similarly, probability of B given A, it is equals to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A, where this denominator probability should be greater than 0. Okay, so in order to find out the conditional probability of A given B, we must know this intersection probability. Okay, probability of intersection P. So let's see some remarks regarding this conditional probability. Remarks. Number 1, if A and B are mutually exclusive events, if A and B are mutually exclusive events defined on omega then probability of A given B equals to what? So the probability of A given B is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Okay. If the events are mutually exclusive, then the A intersection B is phi, and the probability of phi, it is 0. Okay. So probability of phi is 0. That's why the probability of A given B is 0 if the events A and B are mutually exclusive. Second, probability of A given A complement, it is equals to this probability of A intersection A complement divided by this probability of A complement. So A intersection A complement, again it is phi. Okay, and the probability of phi is 0. Third, if A is subset of B, then what about the probability of A given B? So if A is subset of B, then probability of B given A, okay, by the formula probability of B given A is equals to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Okay, and here A is subset of B. Okay, that's why the probability of A intersection B is probability of A. Okay, if A is subset of B, then A intersection B is equals to your set A, and if B is subset of A, then the intersection is the subset part. Okay, B. So this is probability of A upon probability of A. So answer will be 1. Okay. Now let's see one theorem on compound probability. One theorem of compound probability. Compound okay. So by the definition of conditional probability, we can write by definition of compound conditional probability, by the definition of conditional probability, okay, we can define probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied by probability of B given A. Okay, or we may also define probability of B, okay, or it may also define probability of B multiplied by probability of A given B. So if you put the formula of probability of B given A here, you will get probability of A intersection B. Okay, यदि आपने यहाँ पे formula put up किया, probability of B given A is probability of A intersection B upon probability of A, you will get probability of A intersection B. Okay, similarly you can check for this one also. Okay. So what is the meaning of this statement? Okay. That is the probability of simultaneous occurrence. The meaning of this is probability of probability of simultaneous occurrence simultaneous occurrence of two events can be expressed as product of unconditional probability of one event, unconditional probability of one event. So see here, these are the two events A and B. So the probability of simultaneous occurrence of these two events A and B, it is the product of this is the unconditional probability of this event A. Okay, and the second one is unconditional probability of another event with this A event, which is actually unconditional. Okay? So it is a product of unconditional probability of one event and the conditional probability of of the other event, given the first event, Okay. So now let's solve some examples on this conditional probability and independence of event. So this is example 1. I read this example. A digit is selected at random from digits 1 through 9. So consider the events. A is this one, B and C are also defined. Find probability of A given B and probability of B given C. So let's solve this. Here A is equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. B is equals to 2, 3, 5, 7. C is equals to 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So here a digit is selected at random from 1 to 9. Okay. So the probability of any of the elements from this 1 to 9, it is 1 upon 9. Okay. So that's why probability of selecting 1 is 1 by 9. Probability of selecting 3, it is 1 by 9. So in this way, we can find out the probability of this event A. Okay. So what is the probability of A? It is equals to probability of this 1, which is 1 by 9, plus probability of 3, which is 1 by 9. So that probability of A equals to 5 by 9. So the probability of B is equals to, this is 4, total elements are 9. So the probability of C it is equals to 4 by 9. Okay. Now we have to find the probability of A given B. So what is the formula? Probability of A given B is equals to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Okay. And to find out this formula, probability of B given C, What is the formula? Probability of B given C is equal to probability of B intersection C divided by probability of C. Okay. So to find out this probability, first of all, we have to we have to see what is this A intersection B. So what is A intersection B here? A intersection B is equals to see here what are the common elements in this A and B? So 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. Okay. So therefore the probability of this A intersection B is 3 upon 9. Okay. So therefore this one implies probability of A given B is equals to probability of A intersection B is 3 upon 9 divided by probability of B is 4 upon 9. Okay. So the answer is 3 upon 4. So similarly here we can find out B intersection C. B intersection C is equals to what are the common elements here in B and C? Only 7. Okay. So probability of B intersection C, it is equals to 1 upon 9, because in this B intersection C there is only one element out of total 9 elements. Okay. Now therefore this equation 2 implies B given C probability of this B given C, it is equals to probability of B intersection C is 1 by 9 and probability of C is 4 by 9. Therefore the answer is 1 upon 4. Okay. In this way we can find out this conditional probability. Let's see another example. A bag contains 4 white and 3 red balls. 2 balls are drawn at random, one after the other without replacement. Find the probability that both balls are red. Okay. So let's solve this example. Okay. Let's see its solution. So there are total 4 white, okay, plus 3 red. Okay. So total 7 balls are there. Okay. So if you select one ball at random, then what is the probability of a red ball? So the probability of, okay, obviously it is 3 by 7. So out of 7, total red balls are 3. So the probability of drawing a red ball at first attempt is equals to 3 upon 7. Okay, because total balls are 7. So the probability of drawing a red ball at first attempt is 7. Okay. So now after drawing this red ball, okay, we are not replacing it back in the sample. ठीक है, हम उसे फिर से replace नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है, तो once you select this, how many remaining balls are there? Only 6. ठीक है, तो next sample जो हम लेंगे वो out of कितने में से लेंगे? Out of 6. Okay. So the probability of, तो नेक्स्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या बचेगी हमारी? देर आर द 6 बॉल्स. ठीक है, और रेड बॉल कितने बचे? 2. ओके, तो अगली प्रोबेबिलिटी हमारी क्या रहेंगी? 2 by 6. ठीक है, तो उसे लिखते वर्डिंग में लिख लेते हैं. सो द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ the probability of drawing second red ball. Drawing second red ball given the first ball, given the first ball drawn is red. Drawn is red. Okay, it is equals to what? It is actually probability of B given A. Okay, so now this is the conditional probability. Okay, so now we have total 6 balls and remaining red balls are 2. Okay, so therefore the probability that both the balls drawn are red is given by it is computed by this compound probability theorem, that is probability of A intersection B, which is equals to the probability of A multiplied by probability of B given A. Okay, so this probability is calculated by the compound probability theorem, so it is equals to 3 by 7 multiplied by 2 upon 6. Okay, so it is equals to 3 by 7 multiplied by 2 ones are 2, 2, 2, 3 are 6, so 3 3 get cancelled, it is 1 upon 7. Okay, so this is by compound probability theorem. Compound probability theorem. Compound probability theorem. Okay. Now let's discuss the concept independence of two events. Independence of two events. Okay, so what is the meaning of this independence of two events? Suppose there are the two events A and B, then they are defined on the sample space. Okay, when we call these two events are independent, if the occurrence of one event it does not impact or it does not influence the occurrence of another. Okay, so in mathematical form or the in terms of probability, we can say that the probability of occurrence of event is same as the conditional probability of B. Okay, that it means the conditional probability and unconditional probability, it will be same. Okay, so let's see it in terms of mathematical way. Okay, let's see its definition. The two events, the events A and B, the events A and B define on the events A and B define on sample space omega are said to be independent are said to be independent if probability of A given B is equals to probability of A. Okay, that means this is the conditional probability and this is unconditional probability. If this conditional and unconditional probability is same, then it's called as the events are independent. Okay, it means occurrence of this event B is not is not having any impact on this occurrence of A. Okay, and similarly we can write it for probability of B given A, and probability of B given A is equals to probability of B, or equivalently we can define okay. So if you solve this you will get probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied by probability of B. Okay, so this is the general definition. Generally the definition of independence of two events is defined like this: the events are independent if probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Okay, but we can also define it by as if probability of A given B equals to probability of A and probability of B given A equals to probability of B, then we call the events are independent. Okay, let's see some theorems. Okay, some theorems on independent of event. Okay, one theorem we will see here. Okay, if A and B are independent, if A and B are independent, A and B are independent events defined on sample space omega then what? A complement and B, A dash, that is A complement, and B are independent. Okay, also A and B complement, they are also independent. Number 3, if you take both are complement, A complement and B complement, so these are also independent. Okay, so if A and B are independent, then all these events are also independent. Okay, so let's solve this example. Okay, here the probability of A and probability of B are given here. Okay, and also one more thing is given: A and B are independent. Okay, and we have to calculate all these probabilities. So let's first of all calculate this first one: probability of A union B. Okay, what is the formula? Probability of A and B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Okay, so this is the addition theorem of probability. So here probability of A and probability of B are given. Okay, So this A intersection B is not given here. But what is the condition? A and B are independent. Okay, so that we can compute this probability of A intersection B. So the probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A multiplied by probability of B. Okay, why so? Because A and B are independent. Okay, so see this definition. If A and B are independent, then probability of intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Okay, so put these values here: 0.4 multiplied by 0.5, which is equals to 0.20, that is 0.20. Okay, so now put this value in this first equation. Therefore, probability of A union B equals to probability of A is 0.4 plus probability of B 0.5 minus 0.20, that is 2. So it is 4 plus 5 0.9 minus 0.2, 0.7 or 0.70. Okay. Next one. Probability of A intersection B complement. Probability of A intersection B complement. ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखो probability of A intersection B complement, we can compute this with this formula also, that is probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. Okay, तो इसे हम ऐसे भी निकाल सकते हैं, और ये जो रिजल्ट हमने यहाँ पे मेंशन किया है कि इफ ए एंड बी आर इंडिपेंडेंट देन ए एंड बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट आर ऑल्सो इंडिपेंडेंट. ठीक है, तो ए रिजल्ट यूज करके भी हम ये निकाल सकते हैं. ठीक, तो यहाँ पे देखो दोनों रिजल्ट यूज करेंगे. probability of A intersection B complement is equal to this one. So what is probability of A here? 0.4 minus A intersection B 0.20. Okay, so the answer is 0. Okay, so this is one way, or another way. Okay, or we can also solve probability of A intersection B complement is equals to probability of A multiplied by probability of B complement. Okay, why? Because if A and B are independent, that is because if A and B are independent, then A and B complement also independent. B complement are also independent. Okay, so the probability of A is 0.4, probability of B is 0.5, that's why probability of B complement is also 0.5. So the answer is 0.20, which is nothing but 0.2. Okay, so both the ways you can compute this probability. So if it is given that the events are independent, then use this formula. Next one, probability of A complement intersection B. So A complement intersection B, it is equals to probability of A complement multiplied by probability of B. Okay, by the same formula, that is if A and B are independent, B are independent, then A complement and B are also independent. Okay, so probability of A is 0.4, therefore probability of A complement is 0.6, probability of B is 0.5, so the answer is 0.30, that is 0.3. Okay, next one, last one, fourth, probability of A complement intersection B complement. Okay, it is equals to probability of A complement multiplied by probability of B complement. Probability of A complement is 0.6 multiplied by probability of B complement is 0. Okay, probability of B is 0.5. That's why probability of B complement is also 0.5. So it is 0.30. Okay. So the same result here we have used. That is, if A and B are independent, then A complement and B complement are also independent. Okay. ए एग्जाम्पल जो है आप डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ लगा के भी सॉल्व कर सकते थे. दैट इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट इंटरसेक्शन बी इज इक्वल टू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए यूनियन बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट. ठीक है, ए यूनियन बी आपने यहाँ पे निकाला है 0.7, सो इट्स कॉम्प्लीमेंट इज 0.3. सो उस तरह से भी आप सॉल्व कर सकते थे. ठीक है, तो आपको रिजल्ट पता है, आपको जो वे सिंपल लगे यू कैन सॉल्व विद दैट वे. So for this lecture we stop here. Thank you.